What up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brandon Janeau Show. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, and like always on all podcast platforms everywhere. Brandon Janeau Show, Instagram and Threads, Brandon Janeau, um, Facebook, The Brandon Janeau Show, and of course TikTok, Brandon Janeau Show. Um, yeah. Also got a Twitter, X, B Janeau on Twitter, X. Go there also, and you can follow me on all those platforms, all those social media platforms, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode because, like always, also I gotta do this. My YouTube channel, of course, BrandonJaneauShow, Show, man. Go subscribe. Uh, Shout out to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys for liking the shorts, the vids. Um, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, man. I'm getting there. Appreciate everybody that has subscribed. Appreciate everybody that's listening, downloading it. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it, man. Tonight, it's the debate. Oh yeah, it's been a minute since I've done one. The last debate I did was wrestler versus wrestler. Well, tonight is the same because tonight I will be going wrestler versus wrestler. This time, two men from one faction, but split. They created one of the greatest factions, one of the greatest tag teams of the modern era, definitely. Um, but they were better off as rivals, way better off as rivals. I am of course talking about Rated RKO, Edge and Randy Orton. Those are the two wrestlers that will be going up against each other. Both men have had incredible careers. Both have been wrestling for well over 20 years. Edge 25, 26 years. Randy Orton 20, 21 years. It's crazy. You know, and this is gonna be fun. I enjoy this. These are two of my favorite wrestlers. If people don't know, it's like two of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So when they got together and did the Rated RKO, it was kind of dope. It was kind of dope. I ain't even gonna lie, it was kind of dope. But yeah, man, I can't wait to do this. So Rated R Superstar Edge versus the the Viper, the Legend Killer himself, Randy Orton. Let's get into it, man. Four categories. Four. I know I gotta make some more. I know I gotta make more. But four categories. Four. Um, I don't know. I like with wrestling. I like it being just four categories. It's actually easier how to do a debate, and you could talk about it. So yeah. Four categories I do is of course first title win, who they beat for the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. Who did they beat? So that's the first category. Second category is my favorite match from them. Um, debate who's my favorite, what was my favorite match from them. Third is the finisher for both men. And the last category, of course, is my favorite run of theirs. 25 years, 21 years, 26, 25, 26, 21 years, 25, 20 years. They've had times where they just dominated. And you just like, yep, that motherfucker's good. So, um, let's get into it, man. So, first category is, of course, first title win. For Edge, it's very simple. John Cena. Yeah, John Cena was the first championship win he ever had. Of course, everybody remembers it. It was at New Year's Revolution, 2006, at the Elimination Chamber. Edge won Money in a Bank at WrestleMania 21, cashed it in at WrestleMania New Year's Revolution, beating John Cena to become the WWE champion. Um, that was his first WWE Championship win. Of course, everybody knows the story of that being that way, but Edge had an incredible match at WrestleMania with Mick Foley, which both of these men, that may be the last category. I might have to put that. My favorite match because WrestleMania 22, Mick Foley and Edge versus Backlash 2000 and what I say 4, with Mick Foley. That might be the tiebreaker. That might be my tiebreaker. So if this is a tie, that would be my tiebreaker, Mick Foley, because both of them were made off of those matches. Mick Foley at WrestleMania 22 with Edge, that hardcore match, and then that hardcore match with Randy Orton at Backlash. So yeah, so both of those matches made them, but that was the match, man. John Cena Edge cashing in Money in a Bank to win, to beat John Cena to become the WWE champion. For Randy Orton, his first title win was against Chris Benoit, 2004, for the World Heavyweight Championship. He beat him at SummerSlam. Of course, a lot of people can't really talk about who he beat, but we all know if you lived in that time period, you know who he beat for the World Heavyweight Championship. And at the time, still at this time, matter of fact, he is still the youngest champion. He is still the youngest person to win the World Heavyweight Championship. WWE All World Heavyweight, 24 years old, beating Chris Benoit in Canada, which made it even more crazy. Um, and of course, everybody knows how it played out for him afterwards. I mean, this was, you know, the 2005 year was nuts for Randy Orton. I mean, the man lost the belt a month later to Triple H because he just wasn't mature enough to have it at 24 years old. Who the fuck is mature? I mean, let's be real. Um, but yeah, so who do I give it to? Do I give it to Randy Orton, who became the youngest world champion in WWE history? Or do I give it to Edge, who made history himself by cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase for the first time successfully? I'm gonna give it to Edge, because of how it ended for particularly. I mean, Randy Orton did end up in 2005 in an Undertaker rivalry, so I mean, it's great. But how it particularly went for him in 2004 after he won the World Heavyweight Championship, it didn't end well for Edge. Winning that belt in '06, going to Royal Rumble, losing to John, going to WrestleMania, having the match against Mick Foley, um, but then also catapulting himself into the main event conversation, costing John Cena the title, having the matches that he had with John Cena, RVD. That summer of '06 with Edge, RVD, and John Cena chasing after the WWE Championship is like the greatest summer of all time for me personally. So, yeah, that was my favorite summer. I'm gonna be honest, like as a wrestling fan. So, yeah, I would say John, even though it was a short match, it still was something massive for Edge because it catapulted Edge into the conversation of main eventer. It would never happen if it wasn't for that. For Randy Orton, even though he beat the World Heavyweight Champion and became the youngest World Heavyweight Champion, he wasn't ready to be that, and even he has admitted to that. So, yeah, I gotta give his edge. Number two, my favorite match for Edge, it's Seth Rollins. That trio of them two. I'm sorry. Yeah, the trio of them two going, one on one. But if I had to pick a match between them two, it's between either that SummerSlam match or the Hell in a Cell. I'm gonna go Hell in a Cell. I'm gonna go to Hell in a Cell match between Seth and Edge at Crown Jewel. I'm gonna go with that one. That was an incredible match. One of the best Hell in a Cell matches. Here's the thing: as much as people shit on Hell in a Cell, the only time Hell in a Cell fucking sucked is when you put two people in there that didn't really have chemistry to begin with. Like, they had some, but it wasn't great. Like, there's been more Hell in a Cell matches in recent times that weren't fucking bad. I think a lot of people just was tired of the concept being used every fucking time, and it was a pay per view, and it just didn't make any sense. But this Hell in a Cell match between Edge and Seth was perfect. Edge said it the way he said it, he sold it to people about the Hell in a Cell, the way he sold it. Um, yeah, I think that the way Edge sold Hell in a Cell when he came out to the Brood music, got in the ring, beat the hell out of Seth. Seth was in all, beat the hell out of Seth. said had went to this man's house and home invaded this man's house, eating an apple on his, putting his feet on this man's table, and Edge popped up on him and did that to him at SmackDown and said, you know what, I want you in Hell in a Cell, and the crowd actually was like, yes, fuck yeah. That match itself was great. The setup was awesome. So for it to finally actually get into the ring and actually be great was awesome. So I would say their match at Crown Jewel, because it was the last match that they ever had. So I would say Edge and Seth at Crown Jewel. For Randy Orton, it's one match, and that's Christian at SummerSlam 2011. This rivalry was great. How it also started was also great. Christian wins the World Heavyweight Championship 6 days, 5 days later. He goes to SmackDown and he fights Randy Orton. Puts the because he wants to be a fighting champion. Puts the title on line against Randy Orton and loses the fucking belt to Randy Orton, who, by the way, just got moved to SmackDown the week before. He had just got, I think, drafted, or somehow, I don't even think he was drafted. I think he just ended up on fucking SmackDown. I don't know how the fuck it happened, but he ended up on SmackDown in 2011, and he ended up on SmackDown. And this rivalry was great, and it's kind of funny because Edge actually plays a significant role in this rivalry because Edge was teammates, of course, with Christian for years, and of course, Randy Orton and Edge was rated RKO. So even at this SummerSlam, this is why one of my favorite matches. Edge comes out to begin the match. Christian's like, "I got Edge in my corner," and Edge comes out and is like, "Bro, I'm not in your fucking corner. I'm not about to support you. You turned into a whining little bitch. I'm not about to support you." And he's like, "Turned into a whining little bitch. I'm not about to support you." And and so that so Christian was left alone, and Randy Orton comes out, and they have a fucking classic. It is fucking phenomenal, and it's one of my favorite matches I think I've ever seen. Like, if you've never seen the fucking RKO that Christian took, oh my god, the fucking RKO. Randy pulls the steps just in case he needed to get a little bit more room. Christian does the same shit he did how he lost the title. He does it again in this match. He jumps off the rope and just jumps off the rope and gets caught. It was, oh my god, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, yeah, um, yeah, and that's probably why I'm gonna go with this match. Um, Sorry, I had to check out my headphones because I felt static. I can hear static coming each time I try to talk. So sorry about that. Um, Number three, finisher. Um, for Randy Orton, it's the RKO. It's a simple move. I grew up on it with the Diamond Cutter, Diamond Dallas Page, but Randy Orton's is more significant. It's more different. It's not just, it's not just a, you know move out the way and then you just catch him. Like Diamond Dallas Page, who's one of my favorite wrestlers, if people don't know. Excuse me. Diamond Dallas Page's Diamond Cutter was like move boom and then just you just drag somebody down. Whereas for Randy Orton, he puts it to he jumps up and he catches you with the Diamond Cutter and he puts you down. The RKO is probably one of the greatest wrestling moves of all time. And even though it's been seen so many times before, like I said, Diamond Dallas Page did it the best to me when I was a kid. I loved Diamond Dallas Page, so Diamond Dallas Page, Diamond Cutter was always the shit to me. So that's probably why I love the RKO so fucking much, because it's literally the Diamond Cutter. So it's literally the Diamond Cutter, but it's better in a sense because he can catch it. Like he says, he can catch it from all different angles. He doesn't need to just, and he's great at it. It's one of the moves that you just watch and you just like, whoa, this dude is this is different. This is a different caliber. Um, yeah, RKO is one of the greatest finishing moves of all time. For Edge, it's the spear. Edge's spear, to me, is probably maybe the second best spear I've ever seen. Second best. Now, one is Goldberg. Goldberg just spears you out your fucking shoes. Like it's Goldberg's spear is actually violence. Like his shit, it's actually violence. Like his shit is him trying to actually hurt you. I like Randy. I like Roman Reigns' spear. I love Braun Breaker's spear, but Braun Breaker's spear is more like Goldberg's spear, where it's just like he's trying to literally take your body, like take your soul out your body. Even though he calls it the gore, it's a spear, and that's Rhino, and he's the same. Like Goldberg's, it's just boom, quick finesse, just boom, it's quick, and it fucking hits. And when it hits, you feel the pain for it, like, ugh, damn, you feel the pain, like you feel the pain for the person. For Edge's spear is way different, and this is why I say it's number one. It's number two for me because I feel like Goldberg's spear is just when I saw him, you see him spear people, it looked like it hurt. Like it looked like it hurt. Edge's spear was more of a wrestling spear. It was to finish the match. It was and Edge is another one. You know, he had certain spears that you can go back to and you can watch him spear people. Rey Mysterio, he caught Rey a couple of times with the spears where Rey was jumping off the rope and he just caught him midair. It's certain spears that you're just like, yeah. Um, but Edge's spear is one of those two. I love Edge's spear. But nothing's beating the RKO. Let's be real. Nothing's beating RKO. Nothing's beating RKO. And number four, last category, possibly, and that's their run. My favorite runs are theirs. For everybody, they'll probably say 2000 and 7 Randy, 2008 Randy, maybe even 2009 Randy Orton. That was their favorite Randy Orton run. For me, it was 2011. I love 2011 Randy Orton. I thought it was the best Randy Orton that you've ever seen. Like I said, his rivalry with Christian for most of the year, but then he also had a couple of times where he actually fought Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes was trying to find himself. This was Cody Rhodes with the mask, and I think this is even also around the time he started to fight Wade Barrett and have those matches. Wade Barrett was trying to like get his comeuppance and trying to show he's the new talent. 2011 Randy Orton was great. Like a lot of people don't really remember how great Randy Orton was. He dropped the belt to Mark Henry, and then he went on and had classics with Cody Rhodes and Wade Barrett. And 2011 Randy was fucking legendary. He also, I think he started 2011 actually as the WWE champion. Like people forget, like he started 2011 as the WWE champion. So the man is different, man. So for me, 2011 Randy Orton was legendary, man. 2011 Randy was GOAT. Of course, like I said, one of my favorite matches of all time is him and Christian at SummerSlam. That rivalry in 2011. Christian was like, one more match. 2011 Randy Orton is goated. I don't care what nobody say. That's my favorite time period of Randy Orton's career. And for Edge, it's 2006. I've already spoken on it, man. How much I love 2006 Edge. I thought 2006 Edge was goaded. Of course, him winning the Money in the Bank in WrestleMania 21 and having a briefcase throughout that whole year up until the point where he finally cashes it in on John Cena, who's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, beating John, becoming the WWE champion, and then, of course, like I said, 2006, going off to WrestleMania, having that classic with Mick Foley at WrestleMania, then having just match after match after match with John Cena, RVD, all these people in '06. Just to then again, around the end of '06, find himself back in the Money in the Bank briefcase situation, a chance to possibly get the Money in the Bank briefcase at some point. Edge became a man of Veteran in '06, man. He's one of the greats because of this, because of '06. I think a lot of people forget that it was the '06 run that really made Edge a main event talent and a champion. Like '06 Edge was different. He became the rated R superstar in '06. So yeah, I love '06 Edge just as much as I love 2011 Randy Orton, and that's why I'm going with that one. I'm going with Edge in 2006. So it is 2-2, 2-2. Edge took the first category, and Randy took 2-3, and Edge of course took the last one. So of course, like I said, the last category to tie break it, to break the tiebreaker, will be both of them have a significant opponent. Yes, John Cena, of course, but it's only one of them that actually have. It's both of them that have one man on their list that I put on my top 10 list for both of them, and that is Mick Foley. Both of their careers were made because of Mick Foley. Edge in '06 at WrestleMania 22, Randy Orton in 2004 at Backlash. I love both of those matches. Both of those matches were goated. Both of those matches were legendary. Both of those matches were fantastic. But I'm gonna go with Edge in 2006 at WrestleMania 22 because that match played more of a significance in Edge's career and catapulted him faster. Even though Randy Orton went on later on that year and won the title in '04 from Chris Benoit, Randy wasn't ready to be the guy. Edge was ready to be the guy. So that's why I'm going to give it to Edge. And that is why Edge is going to win the debate tonight. Because as much as I love Randy Orton's career, Edge's career is more significant and is more crazier than you would think. Like the fact that this man started off as a tag team wrestler, became an Intercontinental Champion, still was trying to figure it out, was in the SmackDown 6, by the way, and then went on to be all of these things. Edge is one of the greats, man. And that's why Edge is going to win the debate tonight. Next, wrestler versus wrestler debate. I have no idea who I'm gonna do it on. I have no idea. I have an idea, but I don't. Yeah, screw it. It'll be Bret Hart. Yep, it'll be Bret Hart. It'll be Bret Hart. Let's make it sibling rivalry. Fuck it. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. That's the next debate. That is the next debate. So stay tuned. But next time I do Wrestling Life will be Sunday. Halloween Havoc, NXT Halloween Havoc. I have to write down the matches, and I'll be doing that next this Sunday. So that's the next Wrestling Life. The next top 10 list will be Bret Hart and Owen Hart. Those will be the next two tops of the 10 lists. And of course, like I said, the debate will be, of course, the debate will be Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. That'll be the next debate. Until next time, Brandon Janeau. This has been the debate. Wrestler versus wrestler. Edge takes it 3-2 over Randy Orton. Go watch some Edge and Randy Orton matches. Them versus each other or them against somebody else. I don't give a shit. Until next time, I am Brandon Janeau. Peace.